Israel resumes airstrikes on Gaza, as Palestinian militants fire more rockets into Israel. General strikes held in East Jerusalem, Arab towns in Israel, and in West Bank cities. Israel bombarded Gaza with airstrikes and Palestinian militants kept up cross-border rocket fire, with no firm sign of any imminent ceasefire. As Wednesday began despite international calls to end more than a week of fighting. Israeli leaders said they were pressing on with an offensive against Hamas and Islamic Jihad, but an Israeli military spokesperson acknowledged that with an estimated 12,000 missiles and mortars in the group's Gaza arsenal, they still have enough rockets to fire. 2 Thai workers were dead, and 7 people were wounded in a rocket strike on an Israeli farm just over the Gaza border, police said. Hamas, which rules the Gaza Strip, and Islamic Jihad claimed responsibility. Rockets were also launched at the Israeli cities of Ashdod and Beersheba, further north, sending residents scrambling for shelter, in attacks that stretched late into Tuesday. Hamas began firing rockets 8 days ago in retaliation for what it said were Israeli rights abuses against Palestinians in Jerusalem. The current hostilities are the most serious between the militant group and Israel in years. The rising death toll. Gaza medical officials say 217 Palestinians have been dead, and more than 1,400 wounded since the fighting began on May 10. Israeli authorities say 12 people have been dead in Israel. Israel said its aircraft attacked homes belonging to several Hamas militants that were used as command centers or for weapons storage. Early on Wednesday, Israeli artillery shelled targets in the southern Gaza Strip, witnesses said. Nearly 450 buildings in the Gaza Strip have been destroyed or badly damaged, including 6 hospitals and 9 primary care health centers, since the current conflict began, the United Nations humanitarian agency said. Some 48,000 of the 52,000 displaced people had gone to 58 UN-run schools. Israel said more than 3,450 rockets have been launched at it from Gaza, some falling short, and others shot down by its Iron Dome air defense system. It put the number of militants it has killed at around 160. We will continue as long as it takes in order to restore calm for all of Israel's citizens. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in a video clip on Twitter, reaffirming remarks he has made over the past several days.